Chapter 2 Lockhead's contact in Co-op City set them up real pretty in a nice house in Mount Vernon. They had to sell weed to make the rent. The cyborg and the soldier were nowhere to be found, so they went on with their mission. They found their contact for the B.L.A. on Baychester Avenue, some rich guy. It was not hard for them to win the trust of the B.L.A. The B.L.A. gave Lockhead her orders and she just followed them. The B.L.A. put them up in a new safe house on 225th Street under the 2 train. They would head over to Fort Apache and stir up trouble, then head back. No one knew who they were thanks to their communications officer, Ben Fairway. They all had identifications. They all passed with flying colors when the B.L.A. did their background checks on them. The communications officer, Ben Fairway, finally found Sergeant Irving Hillock in Private First Class, Fisher a cyborg. They were living high on the hog in Yonkers near White Plains, New York. Sergeant Irving Hillock played the stocks and struck it rich. When they caught up with him, Sergeant Irving Hillock, in trying to explain their whereabouts, said, "We have been following your movements, but didn't want to give up the life unless ordered to do so." Lockhead was all like, "What do you mean orders?" Sergeant Irving Hillock replied, "Yeah, in a military situation like what we had on the beach, I was in command. But once we were all safe, then the infiltration part of the mission was reinstated, thus making you in charge." Lockhead, looking around the large apartment, said, "Well, we will be living here for a while. Were you at doing your job?" Sergeant Hillock, looking out the window to make sure Lockhead and her men was not followed, said, "Sure." Lockhead, looking at Sergeant Hillock, gave up on waiting for him to elaborate, asked, "So, what do you got?" Sergeant Hillock sat down on the couch and said, "Of course, we're not deserters. Like I said, we have been keeping an eye on you. If anyone got too close or was about to blow your cover, we took them out. Remember the hit you hired to take out your competition? That was us. Tomorrow we have a surprise for you, but for now you need to get some rest. We're going to a Yankees game tomorrow. We have something you have to see for yourself." The next day, Sergeant Hillock and Lockhead made it to the game. They arrived in style, a limo stocked with caviar and champagne. The driver opened the door for them and they were escorted to their box seats. Sergeant Hillock finally showed Lockhead what she came to see in the 7th ending. It was Lisa, Rebecca's evil twin sister. She was not alone. She had bodyguards at the ass. Rebecca told Lockhead nothing, and she did not say who put the hit on them on the beach. Looking at Lisa on the other side of the field through binoculars, Lockhead said, "Someone knew we were arriving on that beach. Maybe she could tell us who?"